guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm great. Thanks for asking. Today we are reacting to the 2012 movie adaptation of Les Miserables, Les Mis, Les Miserables, whatever you want to call it. I am very excited about this. I saw this back in 2012. That was the last time. And I don't remember a lot about it, except that it was very long. I remember being excited when it was over. It has been on my list to react to for like 4 years. And we're here. We're gonna do it. It's a long one, so don't be surprised in the middle of this video when I show up in a different outfit, because I couldn't sit still for 3 or 4 hours at a time. By the way, over on Patreon, I post extended versions of all of my videos. So if this video ends up being 45 minutes, an hour, the extended version might be 2 hours. More Hannah, if that's what you want. Because I can't post it all on YouTube. I can't because of the copyright system, which I already tussle with every day of my damn life. So I post extended videos over on my Patreon, so you should check it out. Patreon.com/HannahBales. Oh my gosh, they're getting waterboarded. This looks unpleasant. Russell Crowe, hey! Why does he look like Mr. Scrooge about to go to bed? What is this little cap on his head? It's so cute.
Look down, don't look him in the eye. Look down.
Okay, one thing about this musical that we know, this movie, is that they did all the vocals live. And that was a big deal. Everybody was talking about it. This won an Oscar, or multiple? I don't know. It's award winning. And there's a lot of debate on whether that is a good idea to record all the vocals live. As the movie progresses, I'm gonna have more thoughts on this. Here, I'm wondering how they recorded them. Mid waterboarding. I don't know. Pretty impressive for a skinny little guy. He's powerlifting.
Now, prisoner 24601, your time is up and your parole's begun.
Okay, let's pause. So I couldn't find any details about the specific training that Russell Crowe went through for this role. I think you can hear a big difference between the quality of his speaking voice and the quality of his singing voice. And that is very stark. Ideally, our singing voice should feel and sound like our speaking voice, just as authentic and comfortable as our speaking voice. Russell Crowe is not doing that. And his voice has a kind of nasally quality to it, his singing voice, and that's adding to a little bit of strain, which I think most people can hear, which is why he has gotten a reputation for not being great in this role.
Follow to the letter your itinerary. This badge of shame you'll show it till you die.
Ooh, he's not quite on beat either.
My sister's child was closed to death. We were starving.
You'll starve again unless you learn the meaning of the law.
I don't remember the story very well. Jean Valjean only stole a loaf of bread for his starving niece and then was sentenced to 19 years. Okay, that's crazy. But that aside, why does Russell Crowe hate him so much? Do we know that? Does he just not like his tude?
5 years for what you did. The rest because you tried to run.
Oh, he tried to run.
And I'm Javert. Do not forget my...
I'm sorry, it's just... Les Mis is very much an opera, which means that I'm pretty sure every line, or at least most of them, are sung. So sometimes that quality in a show can feel a little corny because, you know, and I'm Javert. That's just hilarious. It's hard to take Russell Crowe seriously in this role. I'll just say that.
Nor forgive them for what they have done. They are the guilty, everyone.
Hugh Jackman sounds amazing. I love him. This is one of those instances. He sounds great, but this is one of those instances where it's like, why are we singing live when he's outside? It looks chilly. It looks chilly. Our voices are sensitive, you know? Like, I just think for the comfort of all singers involved, we don't need to sing 100% live. I'm about to give a compliment to Dear Evan Hansen. Don't get used to it. Dear Evan Hansen did a hybrid of live singing and recorded singing, and it came out beautiful in the quality of the singing only. I think that is how a movie adaptation of a musical should be. I think that they should do a hybrid. Singing live, you should. Because we don't want to see lip syncing. We can tell. You should be singing live, but we should blend.
Hey! Yeah! Yeah!
Somebody come get y'all's kids. What are you doing? Valjean.
Get in there! Put it down! Stay
Oh
there!
no. He immediately got caught. I don't think Jean Valjean's a very good thief. He got caught stealing a loaf of bread. He got caught stealing the priest's silver. Okay, maybe he needs to retire his life of crime.
The cries in the dark that nobody hears. Here where I stand at the turning of the years.
I think Hugh Jackman's doing a pretty good job. Hugh Jackman can sing. We know this. We know this. He is adding a lot of vibrato. I think he's doing that on purpose. He has a really nice natural vibrato that we've seen in The Greatest Showman and in other things that he's sung in, but he's adding quite a lot. And there are moments where I wish that there was actually a little less. Even though Les Mis is definitely more on the classical side of musical theater style, vibrato is totally fine. This is a little bit too much. There are moments where I'm wondering if a little bit of tension that I'm hearing, because he's up here, his larynx is coming up. I think because he's pushing the vibrato out.
He called me brother. My life he claims for God above.
You can hear it really well right there. God above. It's pretty squeezy.
One word from him and I'd be back beneath the lash upon the rack.
He's acting his pants off. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I truly believe that when we're better actors, better storytellers, we're better singers. And this doesn't just apply to musical theater. I feel this way about pop music too. Really resonating and connecting with the lyrics, I think, is so important to being a good singer and having a well-rounded performance. So because he's doing such a great job acting through this, it really makes up for any shortcomings that I'm hearing. Personally, so far, I'm only like 15 minutes in. It's pretty great.
Emotion is nothing now. Another story must begin.
Oh, wow. Did you guys see those veins pop up on his head? We're pushing that note a little bit too much, but you know what the acting's doing is great. This is one of the examples that I think shows why singing live for a movie like this is so difficult. How many takes did he go through to put that beautiful song, that sequence together? And he's, again, acting his pants off. When we're performing in a musical, you get one take. And that's hard enough, especially for performers on Broadway. 8 shows a week, that's a lot. But you're only doing it once a night, right? Or maybe 2 times a day, maybe twice in one day. I just think with how many takes you have to have in a movie for this to come together, it's just really difficult.
At the end of the day, you're another day colder. And the shirts on your back doesn't keep out the chill.
Wow, they all look disgusting.
Ew! We're about to pay away. At the end of the day.
Everyone's wearing shades of blue and she's in pink. Main character energy.
Please know me as Javert. I'm here at your command.
He's trying his best. Oh, this is how he recognizes him?
My memory stars.
Oh, mama's love. I can't even do it. That's really squeezy. Her teeth! This is crazy.
And the song was exciting.
Anne Hathaway won an Oscar for this performance, by the way.
There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers come at night.
Anne Hathaway is making the storytelling, the acting #1, and that's incredibly difficult. The camera is literally just on her face. She's got to act her pants off. I wish that we were singing a little bit more. Like, she starts very talky, very emotional, but when she gets to when the tigers come at night, this song is very low, by the way. I wish that she was just leaning more into her chest voice, like really getting ready to sing, because in a second, I think she's going to start belting a little bit. I want to build more to that instead of it coming out of nowhere. But let's see how this next part goes.
As they tear your hope apart.
When she sings, as they tear your hope apart. heart. Can I sing that right now? Hope pop. I'm not warmed up for that, so actually I can't sing that right now. Sorry, guys. But she's pushing her larynx down because she's crying, okay? When we cry, we usually push our larynx down a little bit. And so it's a little rough. She's barely making it down to that low note.
As they turn your dream to shame.
She's majorly yelling right here. I wouldn't call this a belt. She's choosing to bring more tears into this part on shame. Now, shame is a really big part of this song. You have to have a lot of breath control to get through all of those notes. It goes right through the female first passage, so right in that area where we might crack. So it's harder than it sounds to get through that like smoothly. It is an emotional high point, but because she's choosing to lean into like bringing tears into it, it sounds pretty rough. This is a time when I wish it would be a hybrid between what she's doing right now and the recording.
No. Life has killed the dream. I dream.
I think that was an interesting choice. At the end, she kind of went from this detached kind of numbness to a little bit of anger, but very subtle. I think that's an interesting choice. She's doing too much. She's doing way too much in this song. I gotta give her props. She did something. She went as hard as she possibly could, and I respect an actor who goes all out, but it's too much. And it's not just about the voice. Even though I wish that we could hear her beautiful singing voice more, we know that Anne Hathaway can sing. This is really not showing me that she can sing. But even aside from that, she's just doing way too much. It's just a little overwhelming. Like, it's actually hard to watch the whole thing start to finish. I think that the camera could have done way more. I think just zooming in on her face for this entire song is a choice. I think that maybe most of it could be close to her. I think that there could have been more that she could do. Because it's so close to her face, she has to do a lot of face acting. Instead of these moments where the emotion is shifting and she's building, she could be getting up. She could be adjusting her dress angrily. She could be doing so many different things that would show her emotion, where she would get a break from the facial expression and the tension. And I can guarantee, let's assume this was one take, her voice does not feel good after this. And they definitely did more than one take. So I can only imagine how her throat felt after filming this. Yikes.
What's the story? Who saw what and why and where?
Javert, why are you always here? Like, I have never wanted a cop to be a little bit corrupt, but like, mind your own business. Mind your own business. Go do something. Go visit a lovely lady. Go do something. Like, why are you just such a narc? He's the worst.
You let your foreman send me away. Yes, you were there.
I think Anne Hathaway is playing one note, which is sobbing, and it's too much. There's so many other options. There's so many other options she could be giving us, and it's really affecting her voice. But again, it's like the voice is not even my biggest concern. And I'm a voice teacher. I want to hear beautiful singing, but there's so many more emotions she could be showing us, and I feel like it's giving one note, one intensity. It's becoming bland.
Press charges against me, sir.
I don't know if this is going to make sense to anyone, but does it seem like his obsession with law and order, and now he's like, punish me, is like a little kinky. Punish me, Jean Valjean, please. It's just weird.
All of us have made misjudgments. You'll return, sir, to your post.
He's like, no spankings? Okay.
The stranger they have found. This man could be my chance.
Okay, guys, sound off in the comments. What would you do? If you were Jean Valjean, what would you do? What I would do is I would do nothing, probably. Best wishes, brother in prison. I'm really sorry. The mistaken identity, it sucks. Wrongful convictions are a problem. But I feel like there are other ways that he could like... Does this say awful things about me? I just feel like he's gonna take care of Cozette. He's helping Fantine. Like, he's doing good things in his life. I don't... That's just me.
He gave me strength to journey on.
Because I think he's pushing that vibrato, it's really giving one note when it comes to dynamics, the color of the song, the artistry, you know what I'm talking about. I just wish that there was more like ebb and flow with the dynamics, getting louder, getting softer. Like, I just think that there could be more. It's again giving one note, just like Anne Hathaway's performance. I don't like it. You could do more. You can do more. You can do better than this.
Who am I? 2, 4, 6 or 1.
Beautiful last note.
Cosette, my child, where did you go?
Be at peace.
Fantine and look, it's too much. It's too much. Right before you die, you have the effort to sob and like lean forward. I just wish that there was more nuance. It's just a little awkward. I just don't want to watch it anymore. Like, I'm glad that she's dead and we don't get to see her for a while.
Men like you can never change.
Because he avoided parole? He violated his parole? Please.
All I did was feel some
He's to the law.
Did he just spank him?
He's to the law.
He did! He did! I bet Javert liked that. Oh, baby Cozette. Okay, baby, let's hear it.
There is a castle on a cloud,
She has such a cute little voice.
not in the darkness on my own.
Now shut your face!
Shut your face!
Wakey, wakey. Good boy.
Ew, that reminded me of Ian McKellen in Cats. You guys remember that part? Unfortunately, I remember that part vividly.
Master of the house, doling out the charm, ready with a handshake and an open palm.
I think he could be doing more. I'm a little bored. I think he could have more attitude.
Liver of a cat, filling up the sausages with this and that. Presents of a...
Oh. I am really disappointed in that number. I think that it could have been more exciting. Like, it's supposed to be so fun and gaudy and crazy, and that just felt like boring. I'm bored. Why? I don't want to be bored. Hi guys, it's a couple days later. I am ready to jump into the rest of this movie, and also, as I've had the last few days to think about this movie, it's heavy to watch. I needed this break. This movie's so dark, I can't see a damn thing.
A fugitive running, fallen from God.
Hey, he sounds pretty good.
I never shall yield.
You should yield, though. This is unhealthy. I don't think I ever really made the connection that all Jean Valjean did was steal a loaf of bread and then have the audacity to try and escape prison. But wow, Javert needs some help. He is flirting with the edge of a very tall building and singing about how the righteous will receive their reward. Brother, ew, no, no, you're not getting rewarded for this crazy behavior.
For so it is written on the doorway to paradise.
Let's talk about that. This is something revealing about his voice. So from the beginning, we kind of heard that little bit of a nasally quality. And I'm Javert, 24601. It was a little nasally. I'm not making fun. Okay, I am a little bit. But in a very nice, fun, goofy, fun way. While he's singing down in his chest voice, he sounds very comfortable. He is speaking a lot of it. He's acting through it. Although I will say he's also giving one emotion on his face, but irrelevant. I'm like, okay, this sounds kind of nice. The beginning of Stars doesn't have to be, but it can be a little boring if you're not careful, because it's just a religious guy being like, I'm gonna serve God and be rewarded. That's it. That's just kind of the whole thing. And even that was probably a little bit too much emotion. But as he goes higher, he starts to squeeze and he lifts his larynx and then he gets nasally. And that's where that sound difference is coming from.
And if you fall as Lucifer fell,
it's starting a little bit right here, but not as much. Flame is nasally.
And so it must be, for so it is written.
And especially right here.
On the doorway to paradise, that those who falter and those who fall.
And those.
This I swear by the stars.
Ooh. He's doing something really interesting there. We have to listen to it. He's singing Stars, Aw, which is a beautiful, big open vowel. We love that. But as he sings more, his soft palate lifts and his larynx goes down. So it sounds like he's singing Store. Listen to that.
The stars.
Do you hear it? That's very interesting. I'm intrigued by that choice. Well, I don't think it's a choice. I don't think he did that on purpose. Oh, this is a banger. Does it say 9 years later? I should pay attention.
Take your chance. Vive la France! Vive la
Vive la France!
Grandpa, have you any idea of the shame you bring on our family?
Revolution, Grandpa!
I like the way you talk, monsieur.
I like the way you always tease.
Girl, where is your waist? Girl, are you okay? It's gone. There's no waist there. She just floats away. My God. Samantha Barks. Oh my God, you can look and see how tall everybody is. Why do I care about that? How tall is Hugh Jackman? 6'2". Of course he is. He looks tall. Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway's 5'8". I'm 5'8". Amanda Seyfried's 5'3". Whoa. Helena Bonham Carter's 5'2". Our petite princess. Okay, focus. Focus, Hannah. Focus. Love at first sight. I love at first sight.
Eponine, find her for me. I'm lost until she's found.
That's brutal. That's brutal. To be so not self-aware. You're not aware that she's in love with you. And then you tell your friend who's clearly in love with you, like, it's pretty clear, that you'll pay her to go find that beautiful girl that you just saw in, like, the square. Ow. Eponine, I feel your pain.
So near, it's stirring the blood in their veins, and yet beware.
Aaron Tveit is such a hunk. Look at his little perm. It's so cute.
Red, the blood of angry men. Black, the dark of ages past.
He sounds so good.
Had you seen her today, you might know how it feels.
Marius, read the room, okay? We're at a revolution meeting. We gotta get going. This is do or die time. And you suddenly were so Vive la France. Look at my little fist when I do that. Vive la France. You were all about that like 8 hours ago, but then, oh, you saw a pretty girl and now you're like, if only you saw her, you would know how I feel. We have bigger problems, Marius. Angel Ross, look at the way he just is staring at him in horror. Look at his face. Horror.
I do not doubt you mean it well, but now there is a higher call.
Exactly, bigger problem.
With the light of rebellion ablaze in their eyes, their candles of grief, we will kindle our flame. At the tomb of the mock shall our barricade rise.
Let's talk about the performances that we're getting from musical theater professionals. You would think that for a musical theater professional who's the most experienced on a stage with a lot of distance from the audience, they might struggle to give the nuances of emotion with a camera right here. That is not what we're seeing. We're seeing Aaron Tveit and Samantha Barks. I'll also give Helena Bonham Carter this because she's doing a super good job. But like, we're getting the nuances of emotion. Like Angel Ross, they all just got this terrible news. And here he is like rallying the troops, but you can see the tears in his eyes because the time has come. The clock has struck midnight. It's do or die. And it is giving me chills. It's really, really fantastic. His acting is the highlight that I've seen so far.
Is the sign we await.
And his singing, my God.
With a jubilant shout, they will come one and all. They will come.
Okay, ensemble. Wow.
Did you find her?
Marius cannot be distracted from this girl for 1 second.
In my life, there were so many questions and answers that somehow seem wrong.
Okay, let's talk about Amanda Seyfried's voice. So I did last year, I think, I did a reaction to Mamma Mia. Time doesn't exist, so I don't know when it was. And you can hear that her vibrato is very fluttery, where it's just kind of, it's faster. It's sometimes when your vibrato is fluttery, it can sound a little bit like a sheep. I don't think she's sounding like a sheep, but you can hear the flutteriness, and that is a symptom of the problem. Our vibrato should ideally be a natural side effect of a balanced voice, a natural outcome, of a balanced voice. So when we have issues with our vibrato, where it's either I don't have any vibrato, it's not coming out, or I have to push it out, or it's very fluttery, I don't like that it's so fast or slow, that's usually a symptom of a bigger problem going on in the voice. So you can really hear that for her here.
There were so many questions and answers that somehow seem wrong.
Wrong.
Does he know I'm alive? Do I know if he's real?
This is a little disappointing. Cozette is vocally pretty difficult because the range is high, but she's also kind of talking a little bit up there. There's a lot of different vowels up on the top. It's much easier to sing up there on a big open vowel, like Christine in Phantom does that a lot, especially when she sings, ah, she's up there and she's on an ah, right? Here, she has lyrics to sing. She has a story to convey and lots of different vowels. So, and our vowels affect the way that our voice works. So this is difficult, but she is singing in a way that feels very, very light. She isn't giving as much volume as she should be. There's some air escaping through her vocal folds, which is adding to the fluttery vibrato.
Does he know I'm alive?
Does he know I'm alive? It's very, very squeezy up there and also a little breathy. I think that if we want to talk about anybody being miscast, I think that we could make the argument for Amanda Seyfried. And I say that with love. We're not criticizing. We're just noticing. We're being curious. She was fantastic in Mamma Mia. I really, really enjoyed her in that. And I really enjoyed, like, her voice fit those songs really well. This is not her style.
You're such a lonely child. How pensive, how sad you seem to me.
Did Hugh Jackman get ripped just for this part of the movie? Why does he look hotter as he's aging? Also, Dad, don't just walk into my room like, what a lonely child. All alone in here, looking out the window, not being social. You don't even have any friends. So lonely. Dad, get out.
In my life, she has burst like the music of angels, the light.
Marius, stop. It's a little much. I think Cozette's moment of being like, basically, is this crazy? Could he possibly be thinking about me as much as I'm thinking about this random guy that I just locked eyes with in the village square? And it's kind of sweet and innocent. And he is literally like singing in the rain around this pole, like, in my life, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. And Eponine's just like, ah! Oh God, Marius, shut up. Oh, that was pretty. That top note was very squeezy and a little squeaky, but they all sounded great together. She gave him her handkerchief. Slut.
Feel his arms around me, and when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And although I know that he is blind.
Okay, she's building, and then she switches more into her head voice on blind. I know that he is blind. It's there. That is not bad. It sounds beautiful. I wish that she would have kept a little bit more of that depth as she went up, so that it was a little bit more on the mixy belty side.
I know that he is blind.
It sounds a little bit like she flipped there, and I think she chose to do that. I don't think she did that on accident.
I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending.
Ooh, Okay. She's doing a fantastic job. And she is also doing a couple things that are very helpful if you guys are trying to sing this song. She says, every day I'm. If we have day I'm, that's a glottal. My vocal cords are coming together immediately instead of day I'm. And we get a little bit of that Y at the end, which is a consonant. And we like that. Well, we're using it as a consonant. And she also is narrowing some of those vowels. All. And she has a British accent. So all my life. It's all right there. This song is so fun to sing. I've only been pretending. Damn. Anyway. I haven't sung this song in a long time.
A world that's full of happiness that I have never known.
Beautiful. She's not yelling.
I love him.
Oh, love that choice.
But only on my own.
Beautiful, beautiful, incredible. Snaps, slay. I loved it. Waist still nowhere to be found. Eddie Redmayne sounds great, but he is shaking his head when he does his vibrato, which shows me that he's pushing it out. Now, he's pushing it out in a way that like sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't sound as forced as the other cast that I've noticed that with, but it's definitely there. If you were wondering, is Hannah gonna talk about the shaking? Yes, I've talked about it.
We'll be ready for these schoolboys. They will wet themselves with blood. What?
Hold on. They will wet themselves with blood? Does he mean like they'll just get wet with blood? Or does he mean like they'll pee themselves with blood? I don't know what that means. Russell Crowe sounds like he's a little bit off beat, actually, right here.
Someday more to revolution. We will
Yeah, he's kind of rushing.
We will learn their little secrets. We will tell the things they know. One day to revolution. We will.
Wow. Okay, there's a lot going on. I love this song. There's so many musical themes that's being tied together into one song, which I love. I love hearing from all our different lead characters all together. But there's a couple things. Hugh Jackman is singing one day ma, and that is giving him a lot of squeeze. We really need like more. Oh, one day more. Like that more instead of ma. There is no blend. There is no blend here. The only blend that I'm getting is from the incredible ensemble. We're not getting that anywhere.
One day to revolution. We will nip it in the bud. Tomorrow is the judgment day. Tomorrow we'll discover what have gone in.
It seemed really clunky to get to the end.
One more time.
Now it sounds great.
One day.
Oh, wow. You can even see the vowel difference in their mouth shape. Okay, so you have to see Samantha Barks. He's singing ma. She's singing more. And you could see it for Aaron Tveit too. They're my favorite, if you couldn't tell. Ensemble, beautiful. When they all sing together, it's great.
Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men?
I'm so ready for this.
It is the music of the people who must be saved again when the beating of your heart.
This is giving me chills. It sounds amazing. Javert's undercover. A fucking narc. He's such a nerd. Like, get this dweeb out of here. You're not one of us.
Better beware, they have armies to spare, and now danger is real. We will need all our cunning to bring them to heel.
Still seems like he's off beat a little bit. Is that just me?
Good evening, dear Inspector. Lovely evening, my dear. I know this man, my friend, is named Inspector Javert.
Gavroche is the star of the show.
Shoot me now or shoot me later. Every schoolboy to his sport.
Yeah, just shoot him now.
A little fall of rain can hardly hurt you now.
They sound great together.
I pray that God will bring me home to be with you.
This movie's so long.
Do what you have to do. The man belongs to you.
Valjean, this is your chance. Shoot him in the head. This guy's ruining your life. Hit him with your car.
Clear out of here. Once a thief, forever a thief.
Jean Valjean and Javert are just constantly having a measuring contest, but about how moral and good they are. It's boring. Someone shoot someone.
Bruh.
Please.
On high, hear my prayer.
That was a little bit of a rough way to start that song. I couldn't really understand what he was saying. I think the first words are God on high. On high. It's really squeezy.
Bring him home.
That's pretty.
Bring him home.
It's very squeezy. I can guarantee that did not feel good up there.
Bring him home.
That's a little squeezy, but not too bad. That's a tough note. He's just standing over Marius while he's asleep. Creepy.
The people of Paris sleep in their beds. You have no chance.
Ooh, that guard sounds great. Oh, shit. Oh my god. They wet themselves with blood. Oh my god. This guy.
One more step and you die.
One more step and you die, Javert. You're so f***ing annoying.
Shall his crimes be reprieved?
That's a pretty nice note.
Must I now begin to doubt? Who never doubted all these years?
Well, you're just realizing that you've dedicated your whole life to a stupid cause.
I am reaching, but I fall.
Javert, if you're gonna do it, just do it. I'm tired of this guy. Oh, yikes. Killing yourself off the top of a building is a really interesting choice after you just had a gun and you threw it into the water. I would never, ever criticize the way someone chooses to. You shouldn't off yourself. Okay, babies? Do you hear me? Don't do that. No, bad. But Javert sucks. So I will criticize the way that he chose to off himself. How very dramatic. How very appropriate after his life of drama, like his obsession with Jean Valjean. And now he's like, I need to do something grand and I'm going to kill myself. Brother, do you think you're going to heaven? I don't know if God likes when you do this. Maybe I should stop commenting on this. Anyway, Javert's gone. Hallelujah.
They sang about tomorrow, and tomorrow never came.
Why does this movie insist on having one shot for the entire song? There are shifts in the emotion of each phrase. Why are we getting 3/4, half of his face, just in this one shot? My God. Ugh. It's exhausting. There's so much that could be done. They did this for I Dreamed a Dream. Hello? Isn't a cinematographer supposed to do more? The director? I don't know. Whoever. Supposed to do more than this. Like to put all of this pressure on your actor. Just like this close. Like he's filming a YouTube video. Closer than a YouTube video. And just good luck conveying every single emotion you want to this close to your face. I don't get it and I don't like it.
Oh, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for.
Empty chairs at empty tables.
I think that there could have been a little bit more done with this song. I like it better than I Dreamed a Dream, which is such a shame because that song is so good. I didn't really like when he got to, oh, my friends don't ask me, this big moment. It zoomed out so you can only see his profile while he said that. Like, that's a big moment. We should see his face. But also, I think we're singing live. Choosing to cry while you sing that's a choice. That is difficult. And I think he cried too early in the song. I think there could have been more nuance. I think in this song, there's a really great opportunity to show the numbness and shock that comes immediately with grief. And then the realizations that can happen. Like when he gets to, my friends will sing no more. Like that's haunting. And it just didn't feel, it felt like we started at an 8 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10 emotionally, and we didn't have very much space to move and grow through that.
Monsieur, this is a day I never can forget.
Hey, so what's up with this camera angle? What are we doing? They look like they're in a dollhouse. This is so strange. What are we doing?
I am ready, Fantine.
Fantine! She's a ghost.
To love another person is to see the face of God.
Oh, I love that Fantine is staying by Cozette. That's getting me.
Will you join me on crusade? We'll be strong and stand with me. Somewhere beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see?
I have chills. It's so good. My God, look at the size of that ensemble. Okay, well, wasn't that just a doozy? That was literally so effing long. I have to go pick up my child. I have a child. I can't just watch Les Mis all day, but that's exactly what I did. Final thoughts. I want to hear what your thoughts are. You know what my thoughts are. I already said them. Don't forget that you can find an extended version of this video over on Patreon, patreon.com/HannahBales. I would really appreciate your support. It means the world. Okay, bye.